Hello, everybody. This is Claudio Alegre, and welcome to episode 6 of season 1 of the Daily Pill. It's just amazing. We got 3 more episodes. I'm going to have an awesome lineup. And the topic is going to be on the next 3 episodes, actually interviews. I'm going to have three incredible people. The topic is going to be mental health during COVID. This is something that we could all basically can get some great information to apply to ourselves with. So that's what we're looking to do in the next 3 episodes. Again, this is a webcast sponsored by our parent company, Angel Home Care Services, an agency providing caregiving services to the Miami-Dade County communities and Monroe right here in South Florida. So today, got my show notes right here. All right. And today the topic is going to be an interesting one. And the actual topic is how to outsmart the number one caregiving danger just lurking around the corner. I mean, this is serious stuff. It can apply to a lot of things other than just caregiving, but this particular danger is so insidious. You won't see it coming until it's already on top of you, until it's usually kind of too late. All right. And I'll just go out and say it. All right. It's actually caregiver burnout. All right. Caregiver burnout. And it's easily avoidable if you know that it can happen to you. And by the way, any kind of burnout, it's usually on top of you before you realize it. So what I wanted to do today is give you some of the tools so that you can identify and just start doing things that would prevent caregiver burnout before it even happens, right? And you can't change what's happening, right? If you are thrown into caregiving for someone that you love, you're in the fight. You're not running away from that fight. You have no other choice than to face what's coming. The question is, how do you do that in a way that you can thrive and not just cope? All right. So here are some suggestions that you can put to work when it comes to outsmarting caregiver burnout, right? And the number one is you need to. I know I said this before, but you need to build a stronger team around you, right? Family, friends, networks, resources, right? If you try to take on this by yourself, you will burn out. You will get decimated. You will get destroyed. You will get beat up. All right. It's going to be insane. That fight, you can't win it alone. All right. So you have to build a strong team around you and that person, right? And you are quarterbacking the whole thing. They need help. They can't help you, right? But you're almost an advocate on behalf of that person. So you need to build a stronger team around you and her, right? So that's number one, right? Number two, and this, I don't know why people don't do it more often, but it works, right? You just got to ask. And that's the message. You just got to ask, right? And that one is request more hours from your carrier, request more hours from your insurance company in terms of help that you can get, right? If you're Medicaid eligible through the program that you have, request more hours. Most likely, if you make a good case, they'll give them to you, right? If it's a family, if it's a private duty case, or if it's something that the family is coming out of pocket, get the family together and say, we need more hours. That means we all got to pitch in a little bit more, all right, just to cover that expense, all right? So ask and you shall receive. It's a universal law. It works most of the time, and somehow people just don't take advantage of it. So request more hours from your caregiver, and you will get them, all right? Third one is build a strong relationship with those providers that are around you, right? Sometimes the mindset of families are combative. They are sort of adversarial against the very people that are trying to help you. Now, I'm not invalidating the way that you may feel because of the situation you're in. What I'm saying is that you should coalesce and take advantage of the very people that are there that are trying to help you and ask for advice. Ask for the hidden little gems that people like us in the industry know about that we're willing to share with you. And sometimes because we're too busy, we don't come out and we're too forthcoming about it, right? But if you ask us, most of us will answer and we'll give you incredible tips. And because a lot of that information is first nature to us, right? And so we think that that everybody knows it, but that's not the case, right? And trust me, I talk to a lot of families on a weekly basis, and sometimes I got to remind myself not to take for granted what I know, share it as much as possible because a lot of people just don't know. So build strong relationships with, you know, with your doctor, with the office manager, with the agencies, with the therapists that come to your house, with the social workers, with the case manager. Build strong bonds, right? It's amazing what people would do for you once they actually take a liking to you, not just rationally, but emotionally, right? Once you're committed, okay, to a family, once you're committed to a case, you'll be surprised what people show up with. All right. Now, if you take care of those three things, right? Build a stronger team around you, request more hours and get more assets your way, and then build a stronger relationship. Now you're going to start getting a breather, right? You're going to start seeing that things will actually level off a bit, right? Now, what you need to start doing is take take more time for yourself, right? Make more time for yourself. Take care of yourself better, right? Exercise, drink more water, get better sleep, meditate, right? Right here in the laws of life, right? If you go to the page of the laws of life, there is a cadre, an amazing team of professionals that are all about, teaching others how to take care of themselves, right? From yoga, from meditation, from healing, from wellness. This platform is an incredible resource for that, right? So use it. Use those resources around you to start taking better care of yourself, because the stronger you are, the better that you'll be able to caregive for somebody, right? By the way, whether you are a brand new mom, which is in essence the primary form of caregiving, or you're a daughter or son already in your 50s or 60s and you're taking care of your 80 plus parents, right? Or even a spouse, right? Um, I don't think the age difference matters most. This the intent behind that, and I think that in order for you to be a good caregiver, you have to be able to do so, right? You have to be healthy. You have to be in a good mental state, good emotional state, and so forth, right? So uh, it's time for you to give more time to yourself. That would allow you to tackle the fifth suggestion that I'm making, which is approach this whole thing with a problem solving mindset, right? There's a problem to solve and there's a way to solve it, and there's always a solution. You may not like you The solution may present a challenge in two ways, right? Technically or emotionally, right? The technical problems are rather easy to solve. There's always a solution to a technical problem, right? The other side of that solution is that there is a solution, you just may not like it. That means you have to come to peace with that, right? And so problem solving mindset and the cure, or the formula to have a problem solving mindset is to stay positive, be an optimist. Okay. Staying positive is paramount. And then the last one, uh if you get angry, work it out. You will get angry. You will have anger, and it's usually going to be about things that don't go your way. This is normal. This is okay. It's okay to get pissed off. It's okay to be angry, right? But you go through it, right? Deep, go through that whole process. It's healthy. Accept that anger. Accept that it's all right. Don't fight it, so that you can get out of it as soon as possible and you can get back to problem solving. All right. So let's wrap those up really, really, really quick. All right. So the suggestions to outsmart caregiver burnout. Number one is build a stronger team around you. Okay. And your uh, spouse or your loved one, right? Request more hours from the insurance. Request more hours from your family if it's something that you guys can together, to pay for the care privately, right? So get more hours your way. The more hours you have for people to help you to care give, the more time you're gonna have to freed up for yourself, right? Build strong relationships. Okay, build strong relationships. Now, now, now invest back in yourself, right? Get more time to give yourself more time to do the things that you need to do, like exercise, sleep, drink water, eat better, sleep, rest, socialize, all that stuff. That's fuel to you. That's recharging, right? And uh, have a problem, uh, have a problem solving mindset. For that, you need to stay positive and be an optimist, right? Look at every challenge as a problem to solve. That will keep your mind busy. You won't have time to wallow in despair and feeling sorry for yourself. All right. Because that only leads to more suffering and more of all the negative stuff, right? And then if you're angry, and you will get angry, right? Understand that that's normal and move on. All right. Work it out. Ask for help. Talk to people, right? Don't bottle stuff inside. That's no good. All right. So, um, if you find yourself in a very dark alley in the caregiving world, go back to these suggestions, right? I actually dropped a link to a blog post that I wrote some time ago on this. You can go check it out, read it on your own time, and just go through it at your own pace. But implement this stuff as soon as you can. And I'll leave you with two messages, right? And the first one is that what I always have like a quote of the week that I like to, but I like to make it uh, in the context of what I'm talking about in this case, right? Caregiving. And so I'll leave you with this: a smile, go slow, and breathe. Smile, go slow, and breathe. And this is by Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a Buddhist Zen master. If you haven't read any of his books, I definitely recommend any of them. You know, they're amazing. They're amazing books. Again, smile, go slow, and breathe. Okay. And a book that I'm reading right now is so there's a couple, but this one is one I'm really enjoying. Is one by Michael J. Fox. No Time Like the Future. An optimist considers mortality. All right, pick that up when you get a chance. It's an amazing read from someone who has struggled with PD, Parkinson's disease, for a long time. And it's always great to read or getting to the mind of someone who's actually going through a chronic debilitating disease, especially one as uh, debilitating as PD, right? And so, anyway, uh, again, the quote: internalize it, reread it, meditate on it, smile, go slow, breathe. You can't go wrong with that. And if you get a chance, pick up, No Time Like the Future by Michael J. Fox. It's an awesome book. I recommend it. So, anyways, next week we're gonna have an amazing individual who I consider to be not only my friend but a professional. He is a doctor in psychology. He has his own practice, and he's going to talk about mental health, how to cope with stress and frustration during COVID-19, and how to leave this year behind and have the best positive attitude to start in 2021. I think that you're gonna love this interview. Uh, we only get 15 minutes, so I'm gonna ask him one question, and that question is gonna be it's a lot tougher to just start with, when you only have 15 minutes, that you got to be super ultra specific, especially when you have a guest, right? And so that's gonna be the work. I'm gonna have the work cut out for me because I'm gonna have to ask him like that really 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 one question that I think everybody wants to know. I don't know what it is yet. I have an idea, but I'm gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to elaborate on it. And so his name is Dr. Alex Fusa. He's gonna be our next guest. You're gonna love this guy. And I think that he's going to bring an amazing value to the mindset you have to have during the times that we live in, especially during COVID-19, and how we should kind of focus, leave this year behind, and how we should be focusing on 2021. So love you guys. I will see you next week. Take care. Be good to yourself and to others. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.